Alright, welcome back everyone to MDSR Summer 21. Up next we have Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1, No Major Glitches, Inbounds by Quarth.
You guys are live. You can go talk, please.
Hello. I'm Quarth234, but you can call me Quarth. On our imaginary couch, we have a resident ice cream man, Choco.
Hello.
More known as Chocolatevanille. I'm going to be running The Ancient Gods Part 1 under the No Major Glitches rule set, which, as you've heard earlier from our good friend Mute, disallows glitches such as zipping, rail boosting, slow boosting, and the likes to make a run that's more filled with small, very cool tricks. And before
this is as close as we're gonna get to intended route.
The intended routing, let's go. This run is short and sweet, but is also very packed. So prepare yourselves. Time is going to start the moment I skip the cutscene that starts when I load into the level. Not when the level starts. Which is a neat quirk. This is going to go pretty fast. So time will start when I say go. 3.
Yeah, prepare yourself for some very fast menuing.
2, 1, go.
Alright, we have air control equipped. That's standard for pretty much all the speedrun categories in this game. It's gonna allow for a lot of really important skips.
We already have a lot of combat.
Yeah, and a lot of really fast combat. You're gonna see Destroyer Blade very frequently in this opening sequence. And very efficiently.
B-hops. Alright. I do want to mention
and
this.
Here we have our first big skip. Yeah.
We just skipped the whole encounter. Because the orange demon wall that was supposed to be there is not there. Because
yeah, you have to walk out a little bit farther.
Let's ignore that rail boost. It's fine. Run still valid. Copium.
So we skipped that fight earlier just by simply using the meat hook to not go too deep into the arena and trigger the door to spawn.
We just skipped 2 more fights, by the way.
We can just leave it. Oh, it's going by so fast.
Just wanted to mention.
Yeah, we used another crazy meat hook to set up a dash boost in which we dash off the wall and are essentially just launched up into the air and are able to grab grabbable wall and not have to go get the red key card.
Guys, I hit the spider turret. Are you proud of me? I hit it. I made the shot. I'm not a CSGO player, but at least I can aim. Well, half the time.
So fun fact, there used to be a meat hook that we used to get around here from the very start of the level, but we realized it was out of bounds, and well, you can't go out of bounds in this category. So the out of bounds rules in this game have been a little tricky to pin down, but and once we realized that was out of bounds, frankly, most people were pretty happy because that means we get to do the fun intro sequence again in the run.
I wasn't the most happy because I'm the one who found the Yida. I was a bit torn, but it's okay. I can accept it. I don't want to kill you because then you respawn on the other side of the arena.
Can I sneak in a quick donation?
Yes, you can.
Alrighty. We have another $50 from Fish, who says, I know how to poggers. I recently joined this community and everyone has been so welcoming, helpful, and absolutely amazing. I love you all and stay awesome.
We love you too.
Oh, awesome. So, there was a marauder back there.
There was.
You didn't see him.
You didn't see him because
he was there.
we blocked his ability to go through the portal. We made him stay out of bounds, and the game killed him shortly after. You're gonna see you're gonna see another glorious example of that when we get to Blood Swamps.
Oh yeah, this one much more entertaining, and it feels a lot better to perform.
Yeah, David is gonna suffer.
Good old David. Most of the marauders in this game, like at least for Tag 1 and for certain other levels, have like little names that the community has given them.
I literally do not know if it's named. I called him David a second ago. I've never called him David before.
He's David now.
We have our second that never happened before of the marathon. Here we got a reload checkpoint for the purpose of spawn cap. Because
yes,
this game does not allow too many demons to exist at once in a level. I'm not entirely sure about the specifics of it, but I know that reloading checkpoint kills all the, just kind of makes all of those demons disappear, so we don't have to worry about spawn cap anymore.
Yeah, that's for performance reasons, and usually we can avoid hitting the spawn cap in most levels because they're despawn triggers, which are basically just like spots we cross in the map that remove the demons from existence. Let's
just say the DLCs are notorious for having inefficient despawn triggers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Blood Swamps, you can hit the spawn cap pretty easily just by playing normally without even speedrunning.
Which is one reason why. Yeah, which is one reason why you're gonna see a lot more reloading on that level.
Yeah. If you've ever made it to your second trial and like all the demons are spawning in really slowly and it's pain, that's because you hit the spawn cap.
Here's gonna be another interesting one. I don't think it has a name other than elevator skip. I failed it.
Oh, we got that the second try.
I pressed jump instead of meetup. That happens a lot.
I feel that.
Too many runs into it. Too many runs.
So a novel thing about this hook that he's going to perform is the meat hook nodes for demons actually persist after they're dead, as long as you hook onto them before they're dead. Oh, so close! So we can actually continue hooking onto that Revenant after it's been despawned from the despawn trigger.
Which is a little weird, but we accept it.
Yeah, it makes sense when you think like how it would feel if like you were suddenly disconnected from demons whenever they died. Although it does feel a little weird.
It still feels weird. That was smooth.
Oh, there it is. Ooh! Ooh!
Here's an interesting one, by
nice.
the way. I'm not sure if you've seen this, Choco. if I had better placement, that second Marauder would have also died, but this is good as well.
Unlucky.
If I let the
I can just
Marauders,
chalk that up to the BFG being weird.
yep. If I shot him a little bit earlier, I would have had the ability. Both of the Marauders would have been closer together, and the other Marauder would have been a super shotgun away from death, which is very neat when I get it.
Oh, nonsense. It was anything but your fault. We never make mistakes here.
Exactly.
It's always the game.
It's always the game.
Oh, okay. BFG crash hotspot and we did not crash.
Actually, Blood
Let's
Swamps
run.
would be the biggest hotspot for BFG crashes. Because we
Oh,
have
no.
3 BFG.
This is fine.
This is fine, he just forgot to mental. Why are you running away? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, this is a funny one.
A little fast lock-on tech.
Yeah, would you mind explaining that?
Yeah, it's not easy to perform. So the way lock-on usually works is it takes like a second or two to lock onto a demon, and then you fire, and then it needs to like have a bit of a cooldown, and then you fire again. But if you start with Precision Bolt and quick switch to a rocket, and then start locking on, if you do the right inputs, which are a little hard to get used to, your lock-on is almost instant, and then it also fires the second lock-on very quickly afterwards. So you
The
can do
second fire of the
pretty crazy DPS.
lock-on is a bit bizarre, but it seems to be at the same. But it seems to be mimicking the speed of double lock-on.
Yeah, it's like almost like you're using dual lock on one demon. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in the background because you can't do it without dual lock.
I see your mission
Speaking
objective
of,
states you're going to destroy
we got
the
another
sphere.
funny Marauder kill
Retrieve it.
in this place.
That is
I'm still not
terrible.
entirely sure if it's worth it going for the one cycle instead of this, but this is the funny way.
Oh no, poor Marauders always getting embarrassed in speedruns.
They deserve it.
Yeah. So Marauders are kind of notorious in Doom Eternal speedrunning because they tend to have very wonky AI. Oh, what?
He tanked it. He does that sometimes. It's fine.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I'm seeing it too much, actually. He's being funny again. Okay, stay in one spot and then he
there we
dies.
go.
Then he dies.
So
Colossal.
you can shoot him while he's down there in the whatever it is, the goop, and he'll put up his shield. But since he's out of bounds, the game will kill him off.
Yeah, Choco. This
You don't actually have to
is
fight him?
precisely why I asked Henny to get my estimate up by 5 minutes.
Yeah, I suppose that would be a reset in a real run, but
That is a reset.
no
No
resetting
run.
here.
But here you're gonna see upcoming is you're gonna see the best part of Blood Swamps and why it's my favorite level speedrun wise, the movement.
Blood Swamps is a very fun level to speedrun.
The
So I
movement.
was saying about Marauders earlier. Marauders are like a little bit notorious in Doom Eternal speedrunning because their AI is so wonky and so unpredictable, and even the one cycles we have for them, I don't think there's a single one that's 100% consistent.
According to our data,
but
should be on the crest of a mountain
We
just
do
beyond
tend
this
to find
altar.
ways to
That is the
humiliate them,
origin
so
of
we get them back, and
We get
you will
back at them.
see probably the most humiliating way to kill Marauder later in this level.
Only bested by Tag 2, which you will see a little bit later actually. Here, the only trigger enemies are going to be the zombies and the soldiers. Do not get confused with the gargoyles, they are from before. And also, we don't like the dog section, so we just... yeah.
Yeah, on earlier patches of
I didn't get it.
Tag 1 DLC, you can just leave. You can just leave the dog fight.
I've been practicing it for quite a while. You can go from all the way over there to that hired up platform. Do a horizontal ballista boost, then a downwards ballista boost in the air, and you'll get and double dash right into the switch. It looks very cool.
And Quarth has just casually talked over one of the harder dash conserves, probably in Doom Eternal.
There's a harder one upcoming.
There's
a hard one. Yeah, there's a harder one coming up in the other trial.
Oh yeah, that one's really nice looking, really fancy.
I've been getting it pretty well recently, but it's as jank as ever.
I love looking at that one. It's very aesthetic.
Here, by the way, we got a pretty recent BFG scrap from Bloodshot.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not BFGing here.
Oh, we BFG. The Revenants and the Manx.
Oh, interesting. So you kill the Barons
Oh no.
individually. Uh-oh.
The random text of the BFG didn't do me good this time.
So this part is really scary because... Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say real quick, Okay. Yeah, that part's really scary because if the spirit manages to possess one of the arachnotrons, then it'll start hopping between arachnotrons even if you kill the first one. Whereas
it's fine, we got it.
If you're able to kill... Yeah, you did that very cleanly. If you're able to kill the first arachnotron before the spirit possesses, then the spirit will just enter fodder and you don't have to worry about it at all. But Quarth, you handled that very well, yeah.
What was that, by the way,
Creeper?
Creeper?
Section where... Yeah, exactly.
Did you, Creeper...
do we have time to sneak in a quick donation?
we have a time to sneak in one quick donation.
Alrighty. We have a $10 donation from Mute that says, God game charming and fast as heck at video games. Quarth, I support you. You can do it. I believe
love
in you.
Mute.
Now
Also,
that you're embarrassed, say hi to Choco for me. Thanks.
take a look at this.
We love Mute. Oh no.
Oh, we got a violent one this run. Let's go. I love you, Mute. Thank you. Much
So that's the
appreciated.
most humiliating Marauder kill.
That's the most gruesome Marauder kill you're gonna see all week.
He's trying his best. But alas, he was coming through a portal against a wall, and you know what we do to those?
Also upcoming is one of the harder skips of the run. This funny dash boost.
This one I can never really do myself.
Bloodshot
Really
has I believe Drake has a lineup for it without an extra ballista boost, which is insane. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, nice.
Oh, nice! Second try.
It's like Arcade Hook, but
Damn.
not as good as Mute to get it first try.
To be fair, Arcade Hook is pretty insane, and getting that first try was insane.
No, you are God Gamer Mute. Also, introducing invisible whiplashes. We're not gonna see them again. Say hi and say goodbye. They're dead to one D-Blade.
D-Blade is just one of the most amazing mods for speedrunning. And it's incredible because we didn't even realize how good it was at the start.
Oh yeah, that's a funny one.
Yeah, for so long, like...
Speaking of things that
we
are
just
funny.
dismissed Destroyer Blade. Oh, here we go.
Hey, I love that.
Woo! Very clean. Yeah, that's the very hard dash conserve right there.
Me and Raichiro agreed to call it cut speed.
Oh, I like it. And the way that tech works, by the way, is you dash going into a cutscene, and your momentum is conserved coming out of the cutscene. So you just have to maneuver your way to the monkey bar, and then hit those ballista boosts, which is not easy because there's kind of like an invisible wall near you, so you have to ballista boost a little bit to the left when you're going up.
Here's the hardest part, the hardest combat section in the run. I have a ID blade a lot here. It's a very neat setup.
Yeah, there were some nice bunny hops there.
Oh, look at this, by the way, Choco. Efficiency. It hits the tyrant
Oh,
too.
nice. Okay, got rid of one Baron.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. I've never seen that before.
Switch to Nightmare.
Oh. This is interesting. So we're switching to Nightmare to do some self damage.
I missed the quick
reason why
swaps
we
of
want-
I missed the quick swaps of the rocket, so I had to use the 5 HP safety net to get myself to Desperate Punch range, which is always weird,
so-
but it works.
We use Desperate Punch in this route, which usually applies a 2 times damage multiplier to Blood Punch when you're at 75 or lower health. But on 3.0 and 3.1, it actually does 3 times damage, making it really worth, even if you have to menu and risk taking a whole lot of damage.
And above
to,
that,
get into that 65 health. range.
Desperate Punch is even more bugged because it only activates from 65 health from dispatch instead of 75.
Yeah, it starts at 65, and if you have armor, the armor will actually prevent Desperate Punch from activating,
my
even though
God.
it shows it as being triggered in the bottom right. It's very odd. Or rather,
By
in
the
bottom
way,
left.
Creeper, if you have anything that you can read out at the moment, this would be a nice time to do so, because we just PB Ballista the cubes. There's nothing really too interesting going on. I'm just meat hooking for the fun of it.
Well, I sure do. We have a $100 donation
Whoa.
from Third Eye 87, and they say,
Wow.
good game, good speedruns, and good cause. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Every dollar matters.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, $100. Amazing.
Welcome to my Holt tutorial on how to beat the Holt without using chainsaw once.
No chainsaw?
No chainsaw.
Oh boy, here we go. The pressure's on.
Recorded all of it. The Dark Lord can't be killed until he takes physical form. I'm going to have to accept you because anyone who earned the right to acquire
Another dash boost, and we get that cutscene, or no, rather the checkpoint, without actually doing the fight. And since we're not on Ultra Nightmare, we can just reload checkpoint
Fun
and skip
fact,
that whole fight.
my PC is so unique that I can have an extended black screen into the menu. It does nothing. And I can never escape it. It happens 100% of the time. Also, funny dash boost. Oh wow!
Oh! Oh, wow!
Bloodmaker!
No! Bloodmaker ruined it! That was very
That was-
impressive. This is not an easy dash boost to hit. And you did that, like, flying into it?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. That Bloodmaker plays CSGO.
Yeah, Bloodmaker with the CC blocked our first jump, but... Oh. You are so good at that. That is so difficult.
The weapon wheel makes it so much easier in my sanity.
And there we go. Another skip of a combat encounter, the third one so far. So we use the meat hook, and with the weapon wheel, we stay on the meat hook for longer. And the way momentum works in this game, you actually gain speed. Oh, I can hardly keep up. You actually gain speed for every frame that you're using the meat hook.
Pillarmans, let's go! I did it!
Oh my goodness. Okay, a lot of impressive things have just happened.
That's
So,
that was a lot of e-hooking.
okay. So earlier there was a Hell Knight that we hooked off of into a rock. and that
Into a
allowed us
rock.
to gain enough height.
Also,
That allowed us to
anyone
gain enough height
who
to-
played this,
Okay, go
welcome
ahead.
welcome to one of the more challenging arenas here in terms of combat. But we don't do combat here.
Oh my goodness, this is so fast. Okay, I think I have a second to explain.
Okay,
Back
have a
there, there
second.
was a Hell Knight. There was a Hell Knight we hooked off of into a rock, which gave us a lot of height, and we actually went over a trigger for a combat encounter, so we were able to just walk through that arena without fighting.
Said combat encounter is
And then-
about 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes of time save. Very nice. And then Pillarmans, which is kind of notoriously difficult, is in the Pillar Arena, where Quarth did 3 ballista boosts to skip the Pillar encounter entirely, and you reach the exit. There's a backup for that. The Pillar strat, or rather the Pillarman strat, is kind of notorious for being like the fastest strat, but just very hard to perform.
Would you mind taking a minute to explain what punch cancels are?
Yeah. Okay, so there's this new tech in Doom Eternal speedrunning found, I want to say about a month ago, and they work like quick switching, except you're quick switching with one gun. So you shoot with the gun, and then you melee, and then you press the weapon bind of that gun again, and you're able to shoot immediately again. It's kind of like skipping the weapon swap animation that you'd usually have to do to shoot again, and instead just doing the melee, which speeds up how fast you can ballista boost considerably. And that allowed Quarth to do 3 ballista boosts for ballista, or for Pillarmans instead of 2.
Here we have to reload checkpoint once, and hopefully not EBS on accident, because if we do so, Samer's gonna stay on that pillar, on that platform of his for a little bit longer, which, if I get lucky and don't mess up my swaps, can actually one-cycle him before he gets out of that platform with a couple of PB rockets and the 2 grenades we have in our disposal. I think I didn't EBS, so I won't get it, but it's fine.
Very speedy.
That BFG kills them before they get possessed. Very nice. We don't want the Mank to get possessed because he has more health. And fun fact, Blood Punch does a lot of damage against possessed demons.
Yeah, especially this guy.
Especially
He
this
lasted
guy.
longer than usual.
Fun fact, I waited there for a second because the loot, there's a high chance that I will Blood Punch the loot that drops from him.
Oh,
And that,
interesting.
which wastes my Blood Punch.
And here, Quarth is going to drop to below 65 health to activate that Desperate Punch range to get 3 times damage for his blood punches, which you'll see the use for very soon.
This room's a bit
before that-
weird. It's a 1-minute auto scroller, which we have no way to speed it up, so we just keep them staggered. Keep the Kaku demons staggered for as long as possible. So, Creeper, if there's anything you could read out, this would be a nice time to do so.
Alrighty, we have a $25 donation from Mercury Curry, and they say Bloodmaker should join a CSGO Pro esports team.
That Bloodmaker was.
I think so.
I mean,
Thank you so much for the donation.
I can't disagree. That was a really good shot from him. It's hard to be mad. We got him.
And there he goes.
Let's hope I
That
get
whole
the
phase of
D-Blade.
Samur's skip from Desperate Punch. Due to the 3 times
Yes.
damage, you're basically doing 6 blood punches in a very short span of time to that guy. And
Not
all his
to-
health is
Not to forget
deleted.
the well-timed D-Blade that hit this guy before he get possessed, which gets him to die from
Yeah.
a single super shotgun.
Yeah, since Destroy Blade is a rather slow-moving projectile, you can fire it before the cutscene starts and have it hit the pain elemental during the cutscene. Oh my god, that was so fast!
And that's time. Blood Punch does the funny once more. It actually does a ton of damage against that Dread Knight. 2 grenades, 1 Blood Punch, and a PB rocket. PB should either kill or put him to stagger, and another rocket does it.
And something funny about that last phase, the 2 possessed demons take basically no damage from the BFG tendrils. So Quarth has to direct hit that pain elemental with the BFG.
His movement
Which of course he did
patterns,
because he's insane.
his movement patterns are a little annoying, but thankfully the
Yeah.
BFG tendrils don't damage them, but they do stun them. So you can basically consider it a hit scan, since they just stop moving once you shoot. And this is
still managed to miss that
this is a
one.
speedrun marathon. We're not watching cutscenes. Just kidding. I love that cutscene. 0 out of 8. I always love seeing that.
Wow. Those NMG strats.
Them NMG strats. And as I said, we didn't use chainsaw once. No
It's too easy
chainsaw.
for this man.
0. Oh, it's great. And that's the end of the run. Short, sweet, to the point. I believe the next run is going to be Ritro's Tag 1 and 2 100% Nightmare Run.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, I'm
Time to
excited
switch
for
to
that
a
one.
very combat-heavy category.
I'm excited for that one. Hopefully you'll get to actually see him ice bomb the Baron in UACA. That was it. Thank you, everyone, for coming and watching. It's been awesome.
Oh, they swapped off already.
They swapped off. It's fine. I don't care. I just wanted to not make it awkward.